take one. Take two. Take three. Right, good afternoon Fairfield. I hope you are well and staying safe at home today. I bring you a PE lesson you can all do at home with some very, very basic equipment. All you're going to need is a tennis ball, a football, some cones. If you don't have cones, don't worry. You can use any object such as tins, bottles, anything you've got at home, and ideally a skipping rope. But if you don't have a skipping rope, do not worry, we can be creative and use an invisible one. Now, if you don't have any of these, I'm sure you can find something to substitute with. So if you haven't got a tennis ball, just find a small object you can throw up and down. If you haven't got a football, then find something you can use with your feet on the floor. Okay, nice and simple like that. Now with this video, we're going to go through lots of different skills, ball skills, some skipping skills. You're also going to need a pen and paper, as we're going to have a little sports quiz in there as well. So make sure you've got these things. If you need to pause the video at any stage, that's not a problem. So if you're slightly behind, or you need a rest, or you need some water, pause the video and then continue it in your own time. Okay, so what we're going to do before we start our skipping skills, we're going to do a very, very quick warm-up for 30 seconds, which is what we need to do before we do any form of exercise. So all we're going to do is jog on the spot, nice and easy, bouncing up and down on our toes. What a lovely day we have today, we're very lucky. Mr. Flynn might even get a suntan at the same time. Okay, we're now going to carry on bouncing up on our toes, but we're going to throw in imaginary punches in front of our jaw or our eye line, nice and straight. So we're jumping, we're bouncing, and we're punching. Good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going to go to some star jumps. And you're also going to need a bottle of water, because if you're doing it outdoors over the next couple of days, we've got some lovely weather like I just said, so make sure you've got your water. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do 2 stretches. So a squat is the first one. Feet shoulder width apart. You're going to come back as if you're sitting in a chair, keeping your back straight and your knees come forward. To there and up again. 1, we're going to do 3. 2 and 3. Okay, our final warm-up stretch, we're going to do 4 lunges. So your front foot, so you can pick, if I'm going to start my right foot, it's going to take a big step forward. My back knee, so my left knee, is going to go towards the floor, and I'm going to keep my back straight like this and then push back again. 1, left foot goes forward now, back knee comes to the floor, straight back. 2, 3 and 4. Excellent. So we're nice and warmed up now. We've got the blood pumping to all our muscle groups. We're ready to exercise. So what we're going to do to start off with is we're going to do some very, very basic skipping skills. So we'll do some basic ones and we're going to press some harder ones. Now, I have got a skipping rope, but it is not very good, and that could also be an excuse for me not being very good at skipping. So I'm going to be creative and use my invisible skipping rope. But you guys at home, if you've got a rope, use a rope. If not, you can just free skip without your rope. So the first one we're going to do, and we're going to do this for about 25 seconds each. You're just going to hold your skipping rope. You're going to bounce up and down with your 2 feet together. Okay, and if you've got your invisible one, make sure you're bouncing high enough. Imagine there is a rope coming over your head which you've got to jump over. Now remember, at any stage during this video you need to pause it. Just pause it and you can continue in your own time. If you're enjoying one of the exercises, maybe you want to pause it and do it for slightly longer than what we do, and you can continue the video or the rest of the video whenever you like. Good. So we're going to go for 15 seconds, feet together, nice bounces in our knees. We've got a slight bend in our legs, nice and high. Good job. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this time for 25 seconds, you're going to try and hop on one leg. Okay, so it's going to be a bit trickier. You're going to have to use your balance and your stability. So you're going to do the same movement with the rope, but you're going to hop on one leg. I'm going to choose my left leg. So I'm going to balance We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So the rope's coming over. I'm bouncing up and down on my left foot. I'm nice and stable. I'm not swaying side to side. Good job. And when I say swap, we're going to go to our right foot. So we've got 15 seconds left. Make sure we're jumping high enough. Good. You've got 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To our right leg. So our left leg is now going to go slightly off the floor. And we're going to balance, bouncing up and down on our right foot. Excellent. Well done. Good job. Keep working, keep working. 15 seconds to go. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one. We're going to hop from side to side. So you've got your rope. You're going to be bouncing like this. You're going to go left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, side to side. Let's go. So now it's a bit of a mixture of both. We're hopping on our left foot to our right foot, our left foot to our right foot. Good job. Make sure we're still swinging that rope. We're bringing our feet nice and high. Good. Left foot, right foot, nice and light on our toes, bouncing up and down. 10 seconds. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Last one. Last one. We're going to do scissor skipping. So as you hop or as you swing the rope over your head, you're going to separate your feet forwards and back. So your left foot's going to go forward, your right foot's going to go back, and then you're going to swap. So you're skipping, you go there, there, there. So one goes forward, one goes back, and we're bouncing nice and light on our toes. Now, if you're struggling with these exercises with your skipping rope, just let go of your skipping rope, because I struggled a lot, but there's no shame in doing it with your invisible one, okay? So just let go of your skipping rope, and we can use our invisible rope. Good job. Last 10 seconds of skipping. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, have some water if you've got some. My papers are blowing away. So, with your pen and paper, or if you haven't got one, now's the chance to get one. Pause the video, go get a pen and paper. Every couple of minutes or every couple of rounds, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. They're sports related, so they're to do with playing sport and the different sports we play. The first 2 are about football. Okay, so get your pens and paper ready. I'm going to ask you the 2 questions. You're going to write your answers down, and I'm going to tell you the answers at the end of the workout. There's 10 questions in total, or 8 questions in total. I'll tell you all the questions at the end. So, question 1. So this is question 1. How many players are there in a football team which start on the pitch? So when we're playing football, when we're watching football on the telly, how many football players from a team start on the pitch? Have a think. You've got 20 seconds to think and then write down your answer before we move on to question 2. So how many players on a football pitch from one team start on the pitch? 10 seconds to think of your answer. Okay, right, question number 2. So this is the only 2 questions of this round, and you're going to put your pen and paper back down again after you've answered this question. In the Premier League, so in the English Football League, the top league, who's winning the league at the moment? So there's one team who's top of the league, they're quite far ahead of everyone else. Who is that team? If you're not too sure, I'm sure if you ask your mummy or your dad or your guardian, they may be able to help you out as well. So who is at the top of the Premier League at the moment? All right, you've got 30 seconds. You're then going to put your pen and paper down, have some water, and then we're going to move on to our next physical exercise. You've still got your 20 seconds to go. You're going to need your cones, okay, or your objects and your tennis ball. So I've got 2 cones here, but like I said, if you don't have cones, don't worry, use anything you've got. I'm sure you can find some things in your garden or your house. You can just put 2 things on the floor and a tennis ball. You haven't got a tennis ball, find something small you can throw and catch. Not like that. So, we're gonna have one here. Oh, no, we're not. We're gonna have one here. We're gonna have one here. Now, the reason I've got these 2 cones is I'm gonna try and stay inside these cones. So when I'm doing these exercises, I'm gonna try and make sure what I'm doing is nice and controlled and I'm not moving all over the place. I'm going to try and stay inside these cones. So the first exercise, what you're going to do, they start, we're at level 1, we're going to progress up the levels. So the first ones, people may find easy, but they are going to get harder and harder and harder. So each one I'm going to do for 25 seconds. All we're going to do is throw the ball in the air and catch it with 2 hands for 25 seconds. Okay, not too high. If you're struggling, do a little throw, like this. Make sure you catch it with 2 hands. If you're finding it too easy, maybe throw it slightly above your head. Challenge yourself, not too high. Good, just like this. 20 seconds to go. So a little throw and a little catch. Now remember, like I say, any time during this video, you can pause it. You can do it for a little bit longer. So we're gonna go through these quite quickly with me, but you can pause this video at any stage. You can do any of these exercises for even longer, and then you can move on to the next one. All right, we're gonna go for 15 more seconds. Let's go. And then we're gonna have a little challenge. A little challenge. 10 seconds. So throw, catch with 2 hands. I'm staying inside the 2 cones or the 2 objects. So I'm not swaying side to side. It's nice and under control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, actually, you're gonna get your pen and paper again. So we're gonna have some challenges. So what you're gonna do now is I'm gonna time, or you can time yourself at home. You've got 20 seconds. How many throws and catches can you do? If you drop the ball, you've got to start again from 0. Okay, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many can we get to? 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, if you drop it, start again from 0. 9, 10. We've got 15 seconds. Keep going to the end. At the end of your time, make sure you write down your score. Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. How many can we get in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good job. I think I got about 7,600,000. So I'm going to write that on my paper. Good job. Right, so that was level 1. Level 2, still with our tennis ball. We're going to throw from side to side. So you have both your hands ready. You're going to throw the ball from your right hand and catch it with your left hand to your right hand. Now, once again, if that's too easy, throw it a bit higher. If that's too hard, just do little movements like this. All right? We're going to see how many we can do in 25 seconds. So right to left, left to right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. One hand to the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Remember, if you hit the floor, make sure you start again. Right to left, left to right. Good job. Good job. We've got 15 seconds to go. How many can we get in? How many can we do? Keep going, keep going, keep going. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Well done. So remember your score. Write down your score on a piece of paper. So we're going to have a few different scores on there. Now with these scores, if you can do this whole workout again in the future or next week, and you can see if you can beat your score and you compare your scores to see how you get on. Okay, next one, we are going to go for, right, a little challenge for you. You're going to throw the ball in the air, you're going to clap, and then you're going to catch it. You're then going to do 2 claps, so throw, catch, 3 claps, 1, 2, 3, catch. How many can you do? So how many claps can you do working up the ladder? So 1, then 2 claps, then 3 claps, then 4 claps. How high can you get before you drop the ball? When you drop the ball, you've got to start again from 0. Okay, so we're going to do this one for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So clap, that's 1, 2, oh, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's still 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's going to get a trigger. So you might need to throw it slightly higher so you have more time to clap. Right, we're on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Oh. We're going to go for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. You've got 10 seconds left. Right, last one. We're going to go for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, so 7 was my record. What can you guys get to? Remember, pause the video, give it a long go if you want to. Good job. Okay, right, so now we're going to make things a little bit more tricky. You're going to use 4 objects or 4 cones. We're going to put one there. We're going to put one, no we're not, we're going to put one there. We're going to put one there, one there, one there, and one there. So we've got 4. All you're going to do is practice. You're not going to count. You're going to practice for 40 seconds. You're going to throw the ball up and down, and you're going to move in and out of the cones at the same time. So I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm using both my hands. I'm going in and out at the same time. When I get to the top, I'm going to go round, back, in and out. I'm throwing it nice and low, using both my hands. And then when you get the hang of it, you can go a bit faster. And then a bit faster, throwing it, catching it, go around the top. Let's go. Everyone should be doing this now. Round the cone, back to the start. Back in and out again. Good, using both your hands, not too high. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You've got 15 seconds before it's challenge time. In and out of the cones, in and out of the cones. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You're now going to see how many times you can go up and down. So when you start, when you get to the top, that's 1. When you get back down again, that's 2. Back up again, 3, 4. How many times can you throw the ball and catch it whilst jogging or running in and out of the cones, in and out of the cones? We're going to go for 30 seconds. How many can we do in 30 seconds? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So that's 1 for Mr. Flynn. Back in and out again. That's 2 for Mr. Flynn. Nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. That's 3 for Mr. Flynn. That's 4. We've got about 15 seconds to go. Try not to drop it. Very little small catches. Good. If you notice, I've also got a slight bend in my knees, so I have more control in how I run. Good. 10 more seconds. How many can we get in? 176. 177. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. So write your score down again. So this time, we're going to try and see if we can do it with one hand. Okay, so same again, moving up and down. We're not going to have a practice. We're going to go straight into the challenge. Although if you do want to have a practice, pause the video, then you can restart it on the challenge. We're going to start from the bottom. You're going to use one hand. You can use your right. You can use your left. It's up to you. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Using one hand in and out of the cones. In and out of the cones. If you're struggling to go in and out of the cones, make the gaps a little bit bigger so you have more room to run through. And if you want to challenge yourself, maybe make the gap a little bit smaller. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How many can we do? We've got one more tennis ball skill after this. You've got 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Oh, I'm dizzy. Whew. Then we got some questions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good job. Okay. Okay, so you still need your pen and paper. We've got 2 more questions. So we've had question 1 and question 2. We're now going to go on to question 3 and question 4. These questions are both about gymnastics. So I know we have some fantastic gymnasts in Fairfield. So you guys should be able to get these answers. We've got 2 questions. They're about gymnastics. So question 3. So remember, we've had 1 and 2 earlier with the 2-foot ones. We're now on question 3. What do gymnasts put on their hands to give them better grip when they're going over the obstacles and the objects and the things they've got to jump on? What do gymnasts use to put on their hands to give themselves better grip? It's a tricky one. Have a think. If you're really stuck, then ask someone at home for help. So what do gymnasts use and what do they put on their hands to allow themselves to have better grip when they're jumping up and using their hands for different exercises? Okay, that was question 3. Question 4, so the second one of the gymnasts. What do gymnasts wear? It begins with a L. So what do gymnasts wear? What outfit do they wear? It begins with a L. L for Luke. You've got 20 seconds to write your answers down. Have some water, and we're going to go on to the next exercise, which is when you're going to need your football. Okay? So remember, like I said, if you don't have a football, just find something you can use with your feet. It doesn't have to be like, it can be smaller than this, it can be bigger than this. It does not matter. All right? So, all we're going to do is we're going to go back to using 2 cones. So we're going to put 2 on the floor. And this is the area I'm now going to work in. So the first challenge, you've got 30 seconds. We're going to practice a skill called toe taps. So how it works, it's a bit like, it's the same movement when you're marching. So you're going to put one foot on the ball. So you're going to tap the ball with your toe once. You're going to put the foot down and your other foot's going to tap the ball. So right, left, I'm tapping on top of the ball using the sole, so the bottom part of my foot. And then when you get really good at it, you can go a little bit faster. Right, left, right, left, right, left. If you're struggling, just walk. Marching like you're a soldier, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. You guys are in year 5 and 6. Give it a go. Going nice and fast. How many touches can you take? So what we're going to do, let's have a little bit further back so I'm more in view. Staying inside these 2 cones or 2 objects, whatever you've got at home, we're going to see how many we can do for 30 seconds. I'm going to show you one more time. So you're going to go tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the bottom of your foot on top of the ball. We're going to go for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way for 30 seconds. How many can we do? And when you get really good, you can go really fast like this. But if you're struggling a little bit, that's not a problem at all. Just slow the pace down and we can march on top of the ball. Keep working. You've got 15 seconds to go. How many can we do in 15 seconds? 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, good job. Okay, so that was called toe taps. That skill there is called toe taps. We're now going to move on to a skill called tic tacs. So, instead of touching the ball with the bottom part of our feet, we're going to use the inside parts of our feet. So, we're here, the ball's in between the 2 cones. Now this is going to be a bit trickier. So you might need to make the space in between the cones a bit bigger. You're going to tap the ball side to side using the inside of your feet, just like this, staying inside the cones. How many can you do in 30 seconds? We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, on your toes, 2, 1, side to side. Nice and light on your toes. I'm keeping it inside the 2 cones. Good job. You've got 20 seconds to go. If you're struggling, just walk and do it. Do little touches, maybe stop the ball and tap it. Stop and tap at the inside. Take your time. It's not a race. We've got 15 seconds to go. Staying inside the cones. 10 seconds to go. Oh, where's it gone? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! I am sweaty. Right, well done. Good job. So we've done our toe taps, which is the first one. We've just done our tic tacs. So the first one was using the sole of our foot, the bottom of our foot. The one we just practiced now is using the inside. We're now going to go for using the outside. Okay? So the outside, if your insides are here, your outsides are here. So all I'm going to do is working inside the cones. I'm going to touch it with the outside of my left foot and now the outside of my right foot. Very gently, side to side, on my toes, working inside the cones. Outside, 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 outside. We're going to go for 30 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On our toes, outside. Outside. Now this is quite tricky to stay inside the cones. So you might want to go a bit slower. You guys in year 6, you can go a bit quicker, touching it side to side on your toes. Good, little skip across, staying inside the cones. You guys who are struggling, maybe just 4 can do it. Not a problem, but make sure you're using the outside. You've got 15 seconds. How many can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 10 seconds to go. How many can we do? All the way to the end. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 600,000,078. Good score, Mr. Flynn. Right, well done. Good job, guys. So, we are now, where are we? Question 3, question 4. We are now going on to question 5 and 6. So we've done question 1 and 2 at the start. We did question 2 and 3 before we've done the football skills. We're going to do we did question 3 and 4 before. We're now going to do question 5 and 6. So, these 2 questions are about swimming. So have a think, get your swimming caps on. Question number 5 is, which 2 objects or which 2 things can you use to help you float? Which 2 objects can you use to help you float? So when you're swimming, when you're in the swimming pool, if you're struggling to swim and you're finding it hard to float, what can you use to help you float? 2 objects, what can you use? That's questions 5. Question 6. Which word beginning with S describes different ways you can swim? So we have lots of these in swimming. They're different types of swimming techniques, but what's the word for them? We have butterfly something, back something, front something, breast something. What is that word? What do we call the different types of swimming techniques beginning with S? S for Sammy. Okay, so that's question 5 and 6. Have some water. Okay, so we are now on to our final phase or final part of the lesson. We're still using our football. We've now got, let me see, are they in view? Yeah, we're now going to use the 4 cones again, similar to how we use when we're doing a tennis ball, moving inside and outside the cone. So all we're going to do is, starting from one side or one end, you're going to go in and out. We're not going to practice, well, you can practice if you like, but I'm going to go straight into the challenge. So you've got 30 seconds using your feet. You're going to go in and out, lots of little touches like a wiggly worm, in and out the cones. That's 1. Round the top, back in and out. That's 2. How many times can you go up and down in 30 seconds? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lots of little touches. Good, that's 1. Make sure you're counting your score. 2. Now, I'm looking down at my football, but I'm also looking ahead of me, so I know where I'm going and what space to move into. Lots of little touches. You've got 20 seconds to go. Good. How many can we do? I think I'm on 5. In and out, round the top. Back in and out again. Round the top. Last 10 seconds. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Well done. Write down your score on the paper. Good job. Now, like I say, the reason we write our scores down is so that we can give this a go again, maybe in a couple of days or next week, and you can see, can you beat your score or what have you improved on? And it's really good to help us learn and develop our skills. So, next one. You're going to use one foot. So, lots of us are better and we're a bit stronger using one foot. So me, I'm much better using my left foot. I'm not so good with my right foot, okay? But that's okay. So I'm gonna practice going 20 seconds in and out of the cones using my left foot. When I say swap, you're going to go to your other foot. So it's up to you which one you want to start with. We're going to do it only using one foot. When I say swap, you can only use your other foot, and you're going to count how many you can do in total, okay, for the 40 seconds. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So I'm just using my left foot now, my left foot only, which is my stronger foot. Round the cone, back in and out again. Good. Round the cone, back in and out. We've got 5 seconds before we're going to swap. 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I'm going to go to my right foot. So I'm not as good at my right foot, but that's okay, because you've got to practice if you want to get better. So if you do hit the cones or you don't make the gaps, don't worry. Just keep on, don't do that like I did. Keep on practicing. You've got 10 seconds to go. And 5. Can I make it one more time? 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Well done. Good job. So we've practiced moving in and out the cones with both our feet at the same time, then just using our left foot and using our right foot. We are now going to go on to our final phase of the session, final part of the session. I am going to teach you a turn, which we're going to practice, and then you're going to practice it whilst going in and out of the cones. So, it's called a drag back turn. All you're going to do, ball still, put your foot on the ball, drag it behind you, turn around. Very easy. So foot on the ball, drag it behind you, turn around. It's there. Now for you guys who play football a lot, give a Cruyff turn a go. So instead of using the sole of your foot, you're going to use the inside of your foot. You're going to bring the inside to the top of the ball, touch it behind you and turn. So you're dribbling, inside comes to the top of the ball and turn. Inside comes to the top of the ball and turn. So you're going to practice, give both of them a go. If you're struggling, just do the drag back turn. So foot on the ball, drag it behind you and turn around. You've got 30 seconds, let's go. So I'm going to practice both. I'm going to go drag back turn into a Cruyff turn. I'm going to go drag back turn, can't see you there, into a Cruyff turn. Little touches, drag back into a Cruyff turn. Good. Now you guys at home, maybe you can give some other turns a go. There's lots of turns we know, but these are 2 basic ones we can give a go. We're going to go for 15 more seconds. Cruyff, drag back turn. Everyone can give these a go. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, right. So we've practiced our turns. We're now going to put the dribbling and the turns together. So how it's going to work is, how are we going to do this? We're going to make it a little bit smaller so you can see me better. So you can make your gaps bigger. I've already made them smaller, so I'm in view. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use both my feet now. I'm going to go in and out to the cones. When I get to the top cone, I'm going to go past it slightly. I'm then going to do a drag back turn. I'm then going to turn around, go back in and out again, back for the cones, get past the top cone, drag back turn. Back in and out again, go past the top cone, drag back turn. Let's go. 30 seconds, we can just go. So around the top one, into a drag back turn. How many can we do? How many can we do? Let's go. Let's go, let's go. For you guys who are finding it too easy, maybe we can do a Cruyff turn. So in and out, round the top, Cruyff turn. It's the last part of the session. Let's put all the hard work in. You've got 15 seconds to go. In and out, in and out, in and out. Drag back. 10 seconds to go. In and out. Cruyff turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop there. Good job. So, we've learnt lots of different skills there. I'm sure you guys, or even in our football lessons in PE, I've taught you that stuff before, but it's good just to refresh our memory and give it a go again. So, we are going on to the final 2 questions and the last part of the session. So question 7 and question 8. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on 7 and 8. These are 2 cricket questions. So we also have some brilliant cricketers at Fairfield. Question 7, who is the player Or which player stands behind the stumps in a cricket match? So in a cricket match, you have a set of stumps, which is what the ball's going to try and hit. You have a player who stands behind the stumps to try and stop the ball. Who or what is that player called? It's got a name. What is that player called? That is question 7. You've got 15 seconds. Oh, actually, sorry, that was 7. That was cricket. The last question, which is 8, is going to be about tennis. So we have 1 cricket, 1 tennis. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Question 8 about tennis. You can get 4 points on this. So there's 4 different answers. On tennis, or on a tennis court, you guys have been on the tennis courts because we've done the tennis lessons at Radlett, which are fantastic. And I know some of you guys use use the lines, which I'm going to talk about in the warm-up game, so you might be able to remember. There are different court lines. There's lots of different lines on a tennis court. They have different names. So we have a line at the back. We have a line in the middle. We have some lines on the sides. There are 4 different names. Can you write down the different names? If you can only think of 1 or 2, then that's brilliant. You still get 1 or 2 points. If you can think of all 4, then fantastic. So write down the different lines we have on a tennis court. You've got 30 seconds, and then I'm going to reveal all the answers to the 8 questions we did. All right? Now, just like I've said many times before, you can pause this video at any stage during or when I'm talking. You can pause it, continue it later on. If it's something you really enjoy doing, you can just do it again. If it's something you really disliked, I will not be offended if you skipped it, but try and give everything a go. All right, now I'm going to be doing these. I'll be doing these once a week. So the first one, obviously, was today. Next week may be slightly harder and a bit more challenging, but we're going to grow into it. We're going to learn lots of different skills. Right, so the questions. Question 1 was a football question. How many players are there on a football pitch from one team? So how many players start on the pitch for one team? The answer is 11. Give yourself a tick or a cross. Question 2. Who's winning the Premier League at the moment? It is Liverpool. Unfortunately, not Watford. It is Liverpool. Question 3. Where are we? Oh yeah. Question 3. What do gymnasts put on their hands to enable them to get more grip when doing certain movements? It is chalk. They rub chalk on their hands to give them better grip. Question 4. What do gymnasts wear? Begins with a L. It is a leotard. That is question 4. Question 5. So the 2 tennis questions. Question 5. Which 2 objects can you use to help you float or help you swim better? They are armbands. So 2 armbands. Question 6. Which word beginning with S describes the different ways you can swim? It is stroke. So we have butterfly stroke, backstroke, front stroke, breaststroke. Stroke is the word to describe the different movements and techniques in swimming. Question 7, who is the player who stands behind the stumps in cricket? It is a wicket keeper. And question 8, the different lines on a tennis court. You have a baseline, you have a service line, you have a centre service line, and you have a side line or tram lines. Okay, so they're the 4 different lines you have on this kind of tennis court. So well done to everyone who took part in today's lesson. With your scores, keep them. Maybe when we come back to school, you can compare them with your friends at school. You can do this again in a couple of days' time and compare your score and try and beat it again. But there's lots of different, we must have done maybe 10 or between 10 and 15 different exercises there, which you can give a go at home in your own time. So well done to all of you guys. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sun, and I shall speak to you soon. Cheerio.